Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Valenzuela. Thank you guys so much for watching today. And in today's video, as you guys can tell, I'm doing this crazy confetti explosion on my eyes type of look today. And I wanted to play with makeup today. I wanted to play with the new Amrezy times Anastasia of Beverly Hills palette. You guys, I know it's been like new for a little moment here. It's not like the newest palette, but I was so excited to get this for Valentine's Day, so I figured why not film a video with it for you guys. But I didn't want to do a review or something so like intense with you guys where I'm like just like so up close to you and showing you every color that I'm using. I kind of just wanted to play with it. I do go into detail on what I'm using, but I kind of just wanted to have fun and have a relaxed video with you guys and just do my makeup with you guys if it's something that you're interested in watching. So we're doing a backdrop today to match the Amrezy palette with Anastasia of Beverly Hills. You guys, I think I matched it pretty good. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, and I thought this was so pretty, you guys. I have most of the Anastasia palettes and I love them, so I had to have this one, you guys. And let me go ahead and stop rambling and I'll show you guys how it looks on the inside. So that's the inside of the palette, guys. I don't really have like an idea of what look I want to go with today, so I think I'm just gonna kind of not make this so much of a tutorial, but just using it. I have a few new things that I want to share with you guys as well that I got in my BoxyCharm and things that I've just been accumulating. So I figured why not share it with you guys in this video with the Amrezy palette, and I thought it would be a fun video. So let's go ahead and get on into the rest of this video. Okay, you guys, so this does come with a brush, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it. I have like 5 of these different brushes and I usually just put them away, and sometimes I use them for my lower lash line. So let's get into this palette, you guys. This palette is gorgeous. I swatched the colors inside of Sephora and I had to pick it up. Like, I kind of was contemplating because I was like, do I need it, or is it just because it's glittery and it's Amrezy and it's Anastasia? I mean, I always buy her palettes. I'm gonna go ahead, I don't really know what I'm doing or where I'm going with this look, so let me go ahead and get a crease brush to start off. I already did my eyebrows and set my eyes off camera. You guys already know how I do, because if not, this video would take so long. Let's go ahead and get on into this. I think I'm going to be using, let's see, I'm going to start off with this one. This one's a little bit fluffier. This is the Jeffree Star JS9 brush, and since we're using pink, you guys, I mean, that's the vibe today, is pink. I'm going to go ahead and take the JS9 brush, and the first shade that I'm going to go into, let's see, let's do something a little different today. Okay, you guys, so the first shade that I'm going to go in with in the palette is New Yorker, or New Yorker. I don't know how you say that. New York. I'm a New Yorker. I'm considered a New Yorker. Yorker? I don't know how to say that. You guys, New Yorker? New Yorker. New Yorker. I live in New York, so I'm a New Yorker. New Yorker. You guys, I don't know. I struggle. So New Yorker. So I'm going to go in with New Yorker in the palette. And I'm just going to say it like that because I'm not a New Yorker. I'm from Cali and I do not know how to say this. So we're going to go into that shade with the JS9 brush. And I'm going to be using this mirror right here. So let me peel that off. If you guys hear any noises in the background, my daughters are home from school for this week. Let me stop talking and I'm going to go in with that shade. And I like to go in with a little at a time and start building on the shades. I know that they're very pigmented. In general, her palettes are always very pigmented. So I like to go in with a little at a time and kind of build my colors up. So I'm just going to buff this out in the crease area. And I don't really know where I'm going to take this look or what I'm going to do. I'm just excited to use the palette. Okay, you guys, so that is the shade New Yorker. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye and blend this color out into the crease. Okay guys, so that is the shade New Yorker in the crease. So the next shade that I'm going to go into, and I'm going to be using different brushes just because I want to see how these colors work and perform. Usually sometimes I'll go into this with the same brush into the next shade, but I'm going to be going in with the Morphe times Jeffree Star JS6 brush now, and this one's a little bit more dense. So I'm going to take this color Semsa. So I'm going to take the color Semsa in the palette, which is like this burgundy purple color. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I'm just going to take this look wherever it goes, and we will see what it turns out to. So it's not something like I'm like thinking about creating a certain look. I'm just going to go with it. And I really want to use this color because normally I wouldn't. I would just go in with the neutral tones and then pop a pink or something on the lid. So I'm just going to go in with Semsa now and build that up in the a little bit in the crease area, but a little bit lower than we took that last shade. I gotta lift my lid a little bit because I don't know if I have hooded eyes. I think I have hooded eyes. It's like when your crease like kind of like folds in there. But I always have to buff it a little bit higher than where my crease goes, because if not, my eyes are so small that you can't even see the cut crease or the look that I'm doing. So I always try and take it a little bit further up. I like to blow out my eyeshadows. And this one is performing so nice. I like how it's blending out. I love that it's very, very pigmented and it's showing up true to color that it was in the pan. And you guys, I don't go in with any more of the color. I kind of just start blending it into the inner corner and buffing it out. So I kind of just drag that color inside, or inside, I don't know, you guys. I drag it into the inner corner of my lid. I don't go in with any extra product because then it's hard to blend out. I'm kind of just working with what I already have. And instead of taking the brush this way, the way I like had packed it in there, now I'm going to turn the brush this way and kind of just blend it out so it blends out nicely. And I'm packing a little bit more of that color on the outer crease so I don't lose that shade right there. It's really, really pretty. And I know it's showing up kind of pink on camera, but it's very, very true to the color that it's in the pan. But I think since I have this backdrop, it's kind of like pulling more of the pink. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the first brush that we were using and go back into the shade New Yorker. You guys, I'm going to struggle with this the whole time. And then I'm just going to kind of blend those colors together so they kind of mesh together nicely and there's no like, how do you say it? There's no like, I don't know, there's just a blend, you know, like, so it just blends perfectly and there's no, I keep trying to say the word, I don't even know like what word I'm trying to use, you guys, but just so it blends nicely, basically. I'm over here trying to be a genius and use like good words, but I'm no beauty guru. I just like to play with makeup, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm going back in with this brush and kind of just blending it nicely. There we go. Okay, so now I'm happy with the blend, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same to the other eye with the shade Semsa. Okay guys, so now that I'm happy with the blend, I already have Semsa and New Yorker in the crease. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Wasted in the palette, which is this like light baby pink. It looks kind of like a, let me see, like a little bit of a shimmer type. I don't know, it has a little shimmer in it. It's pretty though. And I'm going to take that on my brow bone just to brighten it up a little bit. I don't want the New Yorker shade to go too high up into my eyebrows. So I'm going to take that on. I'm going to go ahead and use this brush. I got it in my BoxyCharm, you guys. It's the BMX 420 Detail. So it's kind of like a pencil brush. And I got a few of them, so I think I'm going to be using them in this video so you guys can see them too. But I'm going to use this and tap that off. And this is a little bit like there's like fallout in these shades, but that's like all of the Anastasia palettes that I've used. And I just want to brighten this up a little bit so it's not so dull. And I'm going back in with this brush just to kind of, because I went a little too low with that. Just clean it up, blend it out. There we go. Okay, so now that I'm happy with how that looks, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease off camera, and then I'll be right back with you guys to go ahead and work on the lid area. So I already cut my crease, and I went ahead and used the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer to cut my crease. And I really love how this works, you guys. It is beautiful. It's amazing. I really do recommend it. And I used my brush that I always use, you guys. It's falling apart, so I had to tape it together. That's why it looks kind of tortured. But so yeah, so I already cut my crease using the Anastasia eye primer. So now I'm going to go ahead, and I'm kind of contemplating, you guys, on what I want to use next in here, what I want to put on the crease. I really like the blue in this palette, and I wanted to use it today, but I'm not sure if it's going to be like too crazy of a look. I don't know if I want to do like a wearable look or something that's like crazy and vibrant and very like in your face. But I also want to go into the shade Liddy and Barb in this palette, so I'm like contemplating on what I want to use. I like the blue, but maybe for a different look, yeah? So I think I'm going to go ahead and let me see how this Liddy shade looks. So I have a glitter. This is the shade Liddy in the palette, and I thought that's so pretty, you guys. It kind of like reflects purple and gold and like rose gold. Let me see how that looks. I don't know, it's so pretty. Because Barb is like what you would want, like the normal thing I would like want to put in there, or like Wheezy. Now I'm contemplating like what should I do. I kind of want to go in with the blue just to see how it looks, but I don't know if it's going to blend well with this like purple shade or whatever it is, like the Semsa shade that's on my lid or on my crease area. Okay, you guys, so I think I'm going to be a little bit spontaneous with this look and go into the shade Leo. Not really sure if it's even going to work with this look, but I'm going to try and make it work. I just want to see how the blue in this palette looks and how it works. So it's going to be the shade Leo in the palette, which is this blue shade right here. It's gorgeous, you guys, but I like don't know if it's even gonna go. I just want to play with makeup today, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Bodyography Pro flat shader brush that I usually use for like my lid base, and I'm going to use that shade on one side of my brush, and then we'll go in with a different shade on the other side to kind of blend it into the purple. So I am going to be using some setting spray. This is the Dewy Set by Anastasia of Beverly Hills, you guys. Since we're using Anastasia today, this is what I'm going to go in with. And I'm just going to spritz my brush a little, or maybe I should go into the palette. Okay, I'm going to go into the palette and get some of that on my brush. And that is so vibrant, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and spritz my brush a little bit just so it sticks. And then I'm going to use this for the inner part of my cut crease. And you guys, wish me luck with this look because I don't even know where it's going. So I'm just going to go ahead and start adding this to the inner part of, you guys, that is crazy pigmented, to the inner part of my crease. And I'm just getting as close as I can to the cut crease that I created. You guys, that is sick. Like, it's such a vibrant blue. I love it. I normally would not wear like these colors like even out, but like I just wanted to go in with it because I figured it's a blue and I'm always scared of like colors like that or going in with a look like this. So let's see if we can like pull it together. I'm going to keep going in with this color and I'm going to go onto the other eye. And I'm going to spritz that a little bit again just so I don't have too much fallout. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Okay guys, so now that we have the color Leo on the inner corner of the crease area, of the cut crease area, I'm going to go ahead and kind of try and blend it together with the shade Sunset on my outer corner of my eye. I'm going to blend it with the shade Cupcake, and this is the purple shade in this palette. Let me see if I could find it. There we go. Okay, it's this shade right here in the palette. It's like a glittery purple shade. And that's how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and try and blend it in with the outer corner using the shade Cupcake, but I'm going to use the back side of this brush and I'm going to go into that shade Cupcake, and hopefully this works, because if it doesn't, then oh well, I just played with colors here today. So I spritzed it a little bit and I'm going to go ahead and start blending that in. You guys, this is so freaking crazy. If you guys can see this pigment, you guys, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what kind of look I'm creating, but hopefully it goes somewhere. I'm just having fun with makeup. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. Have fun with it and don't like be crazy about how it turns out. So, well, I mean, I want it to turn out good, but like, we'll see. I don't know. I'm having anxiety right now, like literally on camera. So let's see where this look takes me. I do like the shade Liddy, which is this like rose gold in the palette right here. It's like a, there it goes. It's right here. It's like a glitter, or no, wrong shade, you guys. Ew. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the shade Liddy right here in the palette. It's like this rose gold like glitter. It kind of has reflex of purple on it too. And I'm kind of going to take that on the center of the eye, and we'll see how that looks. So I'm just going to use my finger to kind of press that in. You guys, I look like a birthday cake. Like literally a birthday cake just exploded on my eyes. Ooh, I took that too in. Let's see, I'm going to use this clean brush to kind of get that off of there. There we go. So of course the glitter has like fallout. Honestly, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Okay. So now I'm going to go back in with this brush right here that we use the shade Semsa with, and I'm going to kind of like deepen up that outer corner and just blend that together so it doesn't look so harsh. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean up with my makeup remover that is drying. So let me see if I can find, there we go. So I'm just cleaning up my eyes a little bit so I can get it like that nice angle look. There we go. And I'm just going in with a little bit more of that Semsa shade so we didn't lose it right here in the cut crease area. I want to make that very prominent. So now I'm going to take my Wet n Wild, let's see, Breakup Proof Waterproof Retractable Eyeliner. You guys, this has been my favorite lately. It deepens up, like it makes my eyes super pitch dark, which I like. And it blends good with the eyeliner that I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. I'm going to use this for the inner waterline, and then I'm going to go on with Sex Kitten by Tarte. And I'm going to use this for my my eyeliner. It gives you a nice clean wing. It's super easy to use, and I love how pitch black this is, so I'm going to be using this too. So first I'm going to go ahead and go in with my waterline with the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof eyeliner in the shade Black. I applied my eyeliner and mascara, and now I'm going to go ahead and use the Baddie B lashes in the style Extra. And this is how they look, you guys. I just did a video on 4 different styles of the Baddie B lashes. I just received these, so this is my first time that I'm actually going to wear them with my makeup. And this is the style #extra, and they are super extra. This look is very extra, so I figured why not go ahead and put on these ones. And this is how they look, you guys. They are so pretty, so I figured why not go ahead and use these for this look. And I did try these on, you guys, for my last video. I will put like the little marker on top so you guys can check it out if you guys like, if you guys haven't checked it out already. So these are so pretty, so fluffy and very, very extra. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some glue and then apply my lashes, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, you guys, so my lashes are on, and for primer I am going to be using this one that I got in my BoxyCharm, and I have been using this, you guys. I really did like it. I got my BoxyCharm like around a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago, so I've been using this Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 correcting primer, and it says energize and rescue with Olay coconut water and probiotics, and it's silicone free, you guys. It is so good. If you guys have not tried this, this is one of my favorite primers. I have used this before, so I do really like it, and it's very like, since I do have very dry skin, especially in like this area, I get really dry and around my nose area, which is so weird, but here I've been getting super dry, so I really have been enjoying this primer. And it's kind of like a moisturizer. Let me go ahead and show you guys how it looks. This is how it looks, and honestly this is probably way too much, but I really been liking it for my face because it just makes me feel like my face is getting like a tall glass of water, and it just feels really good. And it's very, very, very moisturizing. And I like to use like moisturizing primers like this one. It just feels so good. Because I'm over here like just rubbing the crap out of my face. I'm also going to be spraying my face with the Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. And it says with coconut water, probiotic based ingredients, and skin revivers. And this is peach infused, and this is how the bottle looks. And I've really been liking this as well. It's for priming and setting, so I'm just going to use it for priming my face right now and spritz a little bit. You can never apply too much primer. I mean, you probably can, but I just like to do this too so my face can feel like super moisturized. And this is really good, you guys, if you guys haven't tried this. I've also tried the original coconut one, and that one's awesome as well. And now I'm going to go ahead and wet my sponges. These are the sponges that I received in my BoxyCharm this month. And they are the Luxie Complete Sponge Set. And it says Bake, Contour, and Detail. So I'm guessing this is the Bake, the Contour, and the Detail sponge. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all three, but I do want to use these sponges for on camera for you guys to see how they work. And this is how they look. I love the aesthetic of them. I love the colors of them. They're so pretty, you guys. I don't know. I really just enjoy the color of the sponges, if that's weird. They don't seem like they're going to be like super stiff. They feel like they're going to be pretty soft. I haven't wet them yet, and I haven't used them. So I wanted to use them on camera with you guys. I love this nude one. You guys, I think this is one that I'm going to use. And then the this one for probably under my eyes. But we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and wet all three sponges just to show you guys how they like perform, how they like feel after they're already wet, if they're any softer or anything like that. I do have the Beauty Blender. That's what I use right now. But I've used the EcoTools sponges, the Real Technique sponges, and I love all of those as well. So hopefully I really like these because I need some new sponges. So I'm going to go ahead and wet them, and then I'll be right back with you guys. I did go ahead and wet these sponges. This is how big that they got, you guys. They actually feel really, really good. This is, I believe, the baking one. And then I also got this one. This one's so much softer, you guys. It's so much softer than my Beauty Blender one. And it kind of feels like the Real Technique ones. Maybe a lot softer than that one. It's like super, super soft. I really like that. So I'm going to be using this one. And then this one's not too soft, but I mean, it's not the hardest one. It's not like the worst sponge that I felt. So I'll probably use a few of those. But I'm going to be using my NARS, I think it's Duville in the shade Light 4 for today's look. I usually like going on with the brush because I feel like the sponge soaks it up so much. So I think I'm going to start with the brush and then kind of like flatten it out with my sponge so there's no like streaks or anything. But this is the shade that I use. This is what I've been liking so far. I got this one in the shade Fiji, but the Fiji one is a little bit too dark for me right now. So I've been using this one. This one's pretty good. Like I said, I have lightened up so much since I got here. And let me see. I'm going to go ahead and use this brush. This is another brush that I've gotten in my BoxyCharm. And it doesn't have a name, but it does say BoxyCharm on the front. But this is what I've been using to kind of use these two together. That's what I've been using, and I feel like it goes such a long way with this brush. So I'm just, I have like my flat surface right here, so I'm just going to pump a few pumps on here. And this does like let go a little bit of foundation at a time. That's why I pump it a few times. And I'm going to start with this side because this is where I have most of like my breakouts. And I just like to put it on with my finger wherever I feel like I need it. And then I go in with my brush. And this is not too heavy. It's very full coverage, I feel like, but it's kind of like skin-like, which I really like about this foundation. I've been using this a lot lately. This is like probably the only foundation I've been using lately. And I like it because it's, I don't know, it's just been giving me such a good coverage, and it's not too heavy, and it doesn't feel too cakey at all. And it goes such a long way. And And I also feel like you can get such a good like skin-like finish with this one as well, which I really like. I haven't been liking too much like too full coverage. Like obviously I go in with concealer and stuff still, but I just don't like too heavy of foundations anymore. Or I haven't been liking them so far anymore, but we'll see. I don't know. It just depends on the day. So now I'm going to go in with my sponge and kind of just blend that out a little bit so I don't have any streak marks. And you guys, this is so soft. It's huge too. Like, I don't know if you guys can see how huge this sponge is. I'm just going to go in and kind of pat it down. Just make sure that there's no streaks anywhere and it's not like... Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my concealer, and I'm using the Born This Way concealer in the shade Porcelain. And you guys, this is still too dark for me. As you guys can tell, like it doesn't really brighten up my under eye because it's still a little too dark. And I'm just going with a little bit. I haven't been liking using too much concealer lately. I just want to brighten up these areas, but I don't think this is going to do it for me today. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit, and now I'm going to go ahead and go in with that other sponge, this one right here, and I'm just going to blend that out and brighten up my under eye area. So now I'm going to be baking with my Kylie powder in the shade Translucent. And I really love this powder for setting the under eyes, you guys. It is so good. And I'm running very low on it. So now I'm going to take that on. Actually, I'm going to use the third sponge. So I'm going to go in with this sponge now. And this is the like gray taupey color one. And it's supposed to be for baking, I think. And I'm going to use a little bit of that powder and kind of just put it on my under eye area. You guys, that is such a big sponge. So I'm just going with a little bit. I'm not trying to bake right now. First I want to like set it. And then I'm going to take a little bit more and kind of pat that into the rest of my face and go ahead and set this foundation. Okay guys, while I have all this powder kind of setting into my skin, I want to work on my lower lash line. So I'm going to go back into the Amrezy palette, and I'm going to start off with the shade, let's see, I'm going to start off with the shade New Yorker, the first shade that we used in the crease area. And I'm just going to start blending and buffing that color out. Sorry if I make like ugly ass faces, but you know, like I feel like I can't do my makeup without doing these ugly faces. So I'm going to go in with this BMX 402 smudger brush. And I'm going to use this to smudge out the shade Semsa in the palette, which is that purpley shade that we use on the crease area. And I'm just going to start smudging this out. You guys, this is part of the kit of brushes that I got in my BoxyCharm this month. I believe I got like 4 of them. Okay, so now that we have Semsa on with that same smudger brush, I'm going to take the shade Leo, which is that blue shade, and I'm going to try to connect that on the lower lash line. There we go. Okay, so now that we have the lower lash line nice and blown out and nice and colorful, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my mascara if I can find it. And this is the part where I always mess up, you guys. This is the part where I always mess up, is putting mascara on the lower lash line. Actually, I should probably go in with my eyeliner first. Let's see. I'm like rushing through this, you guys, because my camera's gonna die and I don't want it to die. At least not yet. So I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner really quick on the lower lash line. Mascara as well, and you guys, I'm going to be super precise with this and try not to add so much because I always mess up with this one. So now I'm going to go in with bronzer, you guys, and I'm going to be using this YC Collection bronzer. I got this in my Ipsy bag this month, and it's a matte bronzer in the shade Caramelo, and this is how it looks, you guys. Now I am going to go in with a little bit of blush, and I'm kind of torn in between these two because I have been loving the Ciate London one, and this is in the shade Dusk, and it's so pretty. It's kind of like a what is it called, like a mineralized blush. It's so pretty, and I think it'll look really cute with this. But I also been really into this one. This was called Autobalm Grow Powder, and it says Cheeks on the Go. This is the shade, I don't think it has it. Oh, I think the shade is Bleecker Street or Autobalm. I'm not sure what the shade was, but I got this in my Ipsy bag and I've been using this like crazy. I really love this one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this one just because I like that it's like a nude toned blush. Let me get my brushes really quick. So I'm just going to use it with the same brush that I was using to contour with. And I'm just going into the product and putting my brush in as much as that I can. And I like that this blush is super simple, super like a nude blush, which I really like. I don't like too pink of blushes. If you guys can see, it's like a subtle blush, which I really like. Okay, I think that's enough with the blush, but as you guys can tell, it's like super like nude. Like, I don't know, it's just like a little touch of pink, but mainly like a nude blush, which is why I really like this. I would buy this in the full size. But yeah, I got this one in my Ipsy bag. So next I want to go in with my Anastasia times Amrezy. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and applied a little bit of the Amrezy times Anastasia of Beverly Hills highlight. And you guys, I figured since we're using the Amrezy palette, we'd go ahead and, ooh, wow. That didn't just happen. I died. The highlight, you guys, I saved her. I hope I saved her. She kind of fell apart there, but I'm gonna fix it. So I went ahead and picked up the pieces and I put them in there, so we will save her. So I used the Amrezy highlight, and I popped on a little bit of Barb on the inner corner, which is this really cute pink shade in the palette right here. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish up with a little bit of setting spray. Oop. Just to kind of melt everything together. You guys, this is one of my favorite setting sprays. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Setting Spray. And I figured since we're using Anastasia products, we would use that. And I'm just going to go ahead and fan it a little bit so it kind of dries. I'm going to take the shade Mansion, or Mason, M-A-I-S-O-N, Myosin, I'm not sure. So I'm going to take this lip liner by NYX in the shade Mancion or Mason. I'm not sure what it's called. And then I'm going to go ahead and line my lips really quick. I already lined my lips. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the, let's see, we're going to take the shade Sand by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on my lips. It's like this really pretty nude color. And I'm going to go back in with the lip liner a little bit just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. Okay. And I also wanted to top it with a gloss. Like usually I would normally wear my lips like this without any gloss because I don't know, it just depends on the day. And if I like want gloss or don't want any gloss. But for today I'm going to top it with the Anastasia Summer Vibes lip gloss. And that's how it looks. I love that these ones come like with the nude caps. I really, really love that vibe. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of this in the center. And I think this is it, guys. I think this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look, enjoyed this get ready with me, and that you guys got some cute, good stuff out of this. Maybe something that you guys would like to pick up, or if you guys want to go ahead and get BoxyCharm as well, or the Amrezy palette. You guys, my thoughts on this palette. I know this isn't a review because I didn't want to do this as a review. I just wanted to use it and have fun with it and not make it so like dedicated to the palette alone. But I do really, really love this palette. I'm sure there's so many tutorials, so many reviews out there for you guys to go look at. But for me, all the shades that I did use blended out beautifully. All the shades were so pigmented. They were on point, you guys. So I do recommend this palette. I really, really love it. And everything looks so beautiful in this palette, you guys. If it's something that you guys wanted or something that you were kind of second thinking about with these like crazy fun colors that I used on my eyes, I just wanted to make it like a fun look. I didn't want to do anything too like precise. I just wanted to go ahead and have fun with makeup, and that's what I did today. So I hope that you guys do enjoy this kind of get ready with me, get cute with me style video, and that you guys enjoyed it. So I hope that you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, it does help me. And I hope that you guys just enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.